Hello and welcome to this tutorial on group by functions of dplyr packageiner. In this video, we will be learning how to use group by functions to group data by one or more variable. We will also be covering other dplyr functions such as summarize and mutate along with group by function. By the end of this video, you will have the knowledge and the skill necessary to effectively group and manipulate the data. So let's begin. So we will start the process by declaring the library. So we are going to load the tidyverse library here. Next, we are going to load our sales data into a new data frame called df1. Then we want to see that what is the name of the different column in our data frame. So we will use the head function for that. So as you can see, we have 5 columns for like date, name, sales, year and month. So we can assume that these are the sales date, these are the name of the salespersons, these are the sales amount and the year of sales and month of sales. So this is the structure of our data frame. The general form of group by function is as follows. So we just need to write group by and then name of the data frame and then column. So let's say if we want to group by year, so then we will write year, and if we run this code, what you can see, apparently there is nothing happened. We have a table of 100 rows of 5 column, but there is a small information is written here which is called groups year 3. So basically in the back end, system is dividing the entire data frame into 3 for each of these years. So we have 3 years like 2020, 2021 and 2022. So when we use the year as group by, then in the backend system is dividing into 3 subset of the data. And we can achieve the same result by using the piping function. Just like the before, we have the same result. But this is not what we want. We want that total sales for each of the year. So what we will do, we will write then we will use a new function called summarize. And here we will say that sum of sales. As you can see here, it's just creating a column called sum of sales, and this is the total value for each of the year. But if we want to say that instead of sum of sales, I want to give a particular name of the column, so I just say total sales. This is how we can name. But by using the group functions, we not only use the sales, but we can use different other functions for, say, if we want to see what is the average sales per year, we want to see that what is the maximum amount of sales happen for that year, or what is the minimum. We can use all of them by using the group by functions. So let me write it down. So now you can see for each year, this is the total sales, this is the average sale, this is the maximum amount of sale, this is the minimum amount of sale. So this way we can create different kind of summarized value for that. If you're coming from a SQL background, this is very easy to understand that first we group by a particular column and then we want to see what is the different kind of value that we want to get. So this is very easy way to understand. So far what we have seen that only grouping by only one column, but we can also use multiple columns. So if we want to the same thing, but let's say for every year, for every month. So just if I copy this code here and paste it here, and then if I say by year, and then I say also group by month. So if just month over there, and if I run the code, then you can see that this is the total value for 2020 April, and that probably there is only one cell, that's why it's the same. But for the August it is different because the total value is 2513, and then the average sale is this much, this is the maximum. And so the main idea is that we can use different types of aggregate function like sums, average, maximum, minimum, etc. with the group by functions. We can use a single column or multiple column in the group by functions to get all these aggregate values. Another important function that is used along with the group by is ungroup functions. The ungroup function in the dplyr package is used to remove grouping from the data frame. This can be useful when we have a group data frame by one or more variable, and then we want to remove the grouping in order to apply aggregate functions to the entire data frame. For example, we have a data frame that we have seen, df1, that contains information on cells, including sales information on month and year. We can group this data by year using the group by function as we have seen before. Let's say we want to create a new data frame called year grouped. So So now we have a data frame that contain information on grouping level. So this will create a new data frame called year group, a grouped version of original df1 data frame. Now let's say we want to find the total number of sales for each year. Then we can use the summarize functions to do this. We want to print it on the screen, so let's start with print, and we want to count the number of cells for each year. So let's name it as count year, and that equal to so here you can see that we have the number of sales happened for each of the year. However, let's say we want to find the total number of sales for entire period rather than grouping by year. In this case, we need to remove the grouping from this year grouped data frame using the ungroup function. So we will write this code. Now if we want to see that what is the total number of total count of cells. Let's put it in a new data frame here. And as you can see, it is giving us the 100, and from the beginning we know that we have the 100 count of cells. The group by function can be useful when we want to apply an aggregate functions to a data frame as a whole rather than a group data. This is how we can use group by and ungroup function together. I hope you like this video on dplyr group by and ungroup function. And if you like the content of this video, then please do like, share and subscribe this channel. And until next time, happy learning.